Today we will take every NBA team's best player and using a random wheel, we will then trade them to a team in their opposite conference. This is gonna be crazy. I'm so curious to see what's gonna happen. So guys, sit down, sit back, relax. We're doing an NBA 2K22 next gen simulation to determine the winner. Go grab your stacks and let's get this simulation going. Here we go. It is time for the wheel draft. We have the 30 players divided into two parts. These 15 players right now we begin with are in the Western Conference and they will be going to the East. There's no particular order, but we begin with Luka Doncic, and Luka Doncic is headed to the Detroit Pistons. Can he turn around that franchise? Maybe take him to the playoffs, maybe even the finals. Let's see in today's simulation. But anyways, next up we got the Joker, Jokic, and he will be going to the Brooklyn Nets, joining James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's back in the NBA. I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Kyrie Irving has the best handles in NBA history. Top 5 point guard ever, in my opinion. Anyway, Stephen Curry will be going to the Chicago Bulls. He's a 97 overall, so what a pickup for Chicago. But also, let me know down below if you disagree or agree with me with Kyrie Irving being a top 5 point guard ever in the comments. I love discussions. I want to hear what you guys have to say. But going to the Philadelphia 76ers is Christian Wood. He was once on their team, so he'll be rejoining them in today's simulation. And going to the Orlando Magic is Paul George at an 88 overall. So Orlando fans, that's a great pickup. And now we got LeBron James, who's having a great season with the Lakers. And honestly, in my opinion, he's having one of his best 3-point seasons ever, and he's going to the Atlanta Hawks in today's simulation. No Trae Young, but he will be joining the Eastern Conference team right there. And now going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, it will be Ja Morant, and Ja Morant, what a season he is having. He's up to a 9 overall here on NBA 2K22. And we continue on, we do have Karl Anthony Towns, and he'll be going to my Celtics, and I love this pickup. Actually, if you Celtics fans know, a while ago we always had some trade rumors about getting Karl Anthony Towns, so getting him in today's simulation is definitely nice. And going to the Charlotte Hornets, it will be Jonas Valanciunas, and it seems like this year might be Valanciunas' best year of his career, so he's up to an 86 on 2K. He's playing well. And now going to the Indiana Pacers, it looks like it will be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is clutch. He's a great player for the OKC Thunder. He's now in the Eastern Conference as well as all these players here in the West. And now going to the Washington Wizards, it will be Devin Booker. He will be replacing basically Bradley Beal because that's their shooting guard, so he'll play that position. And now we're going to the New York Knicks. We got Damian Lillard, so Damian Lillard's going to the Knicks. Knicks fans, how do you guys feel about this? Are you happy? You're excited? Or do you not want him? Would you rather somebody else? As we have 3 teams remaining, we have De'Aaron Fox, and he'll be going to the Miami Heat in this simulation. He'll be replacing Jimmy Butler out there. 2 teams remaining. It is DeJounte Murray of the San Antonio Spurs. Again, I'll always say this, he's having a great season, underrated, and he is going to the Toronto Raptors, leaving the last player on the list, the best player for the Utah Jazz. It will be Rudy Gobert, and he will be headed to Milwaukee Bucks. So that will wrap up the 15 Western players to the East. Now it's time for the 15 East players to the West, and we begin with Trae Young at a 90 overall for the Atlanta Hawks. We already saw Atlanta get LeBron James, so we have to get rid of Trae Young, and Trae Young will be going to the Portland Trail Blazers, the team that he just went crazy against, even though they lost. And now we got Jason Tatum of my Boston Celtics, and he will be going to the Dallas Mavericks, replacing Luka Doncic out there in the West. He will be joining Kristaps Porzingis, who's having a pretty solid season as well. And now we have arguably the best player in the Eastern Conference, Kevin Durant. He'll be going to the LA Lakers, joining his former teammate Russell Westbrook. Kevin Durant in the Lakers uniforms, I can't see that, but it's gonna happen in today's simulation. That's what you gotta love about these videos. And now going to the Memphis Grizzlies, it will be LaMelo Ball replacing Ja Morant. Next up, we have DeMar DeRozan. What a season he's having. He's in the top 10 for MVP discussion right now, and he'll be going to the Utah Jazz. And now next up, we do have Jarrett Allen. Maybe you think Darius Garland's the best player, but he's only an 85. Jarrett Allen's an 86, so we have to take Jarrett Allen, and he's going to the OKC Thunder in this simulation, joining the rookie Josh Giddey. So as we continue on, we have Jeremy Grant of the Detroit Pistons. Their best player is only an 82 overall, so Jeremy Grant will be going to the Golden State Warriors, joining Klay Thompson because he is back this week. And now we got Domantas Sabonis. A lot of trade rumors about Sabonis and the Pacers. And for today's video, it will be Sabonis headed to the LA Clippers out in the West. And now we got Jimmy Butler at a 94 overall, and Jimmy Butler will be going back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves fans, how do you guys feel about this one? I mean, let me know down below. Getting Jimmy Butler back, and now we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, the best player on his team. Obviously one of the best players in the NBA, and he's going to the Houston Rockets. Can he take that team to the playoffs? As next up, we have Julius Randle, only at an 84 right now for the New York Knicks, and he is headed to the Denver Nuggets, joining, I guess, no Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr., but he'll be joining Monte Morris, Bull, and so on and so forth. But now we got the Sacramento Kings picking up Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, the best player on the Orlando Magic, but that rookie Wagner's coming close. He's an 80 overall right now. He might finish the season a better overall. You never know, but going to the New Orleans Pelicans, it will be Joel Embiid, possibly the best center in the NBA behind Jokic. I mean, those two guys are on a different level than every other center. And going to the San Antonio Spurs, it will be Pascal Siakam of the Toronto Raptors. So the last player remaining in the East is Bradley Beal, and he will be going to the Phoenix Suns. So basically a trade for trade with Devin Booker. Booker's to the Wizards, and then we got Beal to the Suns. But guys, the wheel is over. Let's head to NBA 2K. So guys, I just filled out all the rosters accordingly to the wheel, and as we see, we're just gonna go over the rosters and summarize the season as we always do. And Christian Wood went to the 76ers, Rudy Gobert went to the Milwaukee Bucks, and how about the Chicago Bulls picking up Stephen Curry on that wheel draft? And guys, shout out to the people up on the screen who show love in the last 2K simulation. Like and comment down below on today's video. I have a chance to be shot in the next one. You guys are always the realest. I appreciate the support. But these simulations like this one are probably some of my favorite because we got every team's best player going the opposite conference. I mean, how much can change, what would change, and who would win, what teams would do good, what teams will do bad. I'm so interested to see. I know you guys are too. And it's gonna be weird to see LeBron James in an Atlanta Hawks jersey as he's on the Atlanta Hawks with Capella, John Collins. But it's crazy that LeBron James at 37 or 38 years old, I forget, is playing so amazing. I saw somebody say that he's gonna be the youngest player to break all these records and the oldest player to break all these records. I mean, it's just unreal the things that he's doing at this age. As we just saw DeRozan and Donovan Mitchell on the same team, what a backcourt that's gonna be. And guys, honestly, I can admit I did not expect DeRozan to be having this good of a season. I thought he was kind of falling off toward the end of his career, but it is the total opposite. He's having the best season I think of his career. He's in the top 10 for MVP. He's had that multiple game winning shot moment, and not to mention the Bulls are top 2 in the East. So honestly, I have DeRozan and Zach LaVine in the Chicago Bulls in my NBA All-Star starters for my backcourt. You can only have 2 of them, and I have them 2 right there. What other 2 do you guys have, or do you think would be better than DeRozan and LaVine? It's hard to really say. I mean, you might have like Zach LaVine and somebody else, or DeRozan and somebody else, but honestly, it's Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan right now. Their team is doing well. They're playing well. Again, let me know down below what your backcourt would be if you had to pick the starters right now in the East. And as we continue to look at the rosters, Luka Doncic is now in the Detroit Pistons. So him and Giannis Antetokounmpo have some tough tasks. Giannis is with the Rockets. Can they take their teams to the playoffs? That's going to be the interesting thing to see in today's simulation. I definitely think Giannis Antetokounmpo can. Luka Doncic, it might be a little bit tougher because they have to build around him. But either way, they're just 2 great players. As we see the Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, Jared Allen with the rookie Josh Giddey, who's having a pretty solid rookie season down there in OKC. Minnesota, Jimmy Butler, Andy Edwards, D'Angelo Russell. That team is looking pretty solid. Trae Young with CeeDee McCollum, Nurkic. Trae Young now in Portland. The Golden State Warriors get Klay Thompson back, and they also get Jeremy Grant from the East. And the last team, we got the Washington Wizards. Devin Booker on the team now with Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma having a great season. I mean, Kuz has been hooping ever since he got to Washington. But anyways, it is time to simulate to the end of the season. I hope your favorite team makes it, so let's get there now. And LeBron James will win MVP with the Atlanta Hawks. 26 points a game, 8 assists. What a season for LeBron James. Rookie of the year goes to Evan Mobley, the Cavaliers, 14 and 10. De'Aaron Fox comes off the bench in Miami with 22 a game. I mean, what a season coming off the bench for De'Aaron Fox. Giannis Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year for the Rockets. First team All-NBA, James Harden with the Nets, Luka Doncic with the Pistons, LeBron with the Hawks, Giannis with the Rockets, and Embiid with the New Orleans Pelicans. And how about Devin Booker leading the league in points, 31 a game. Bradley Beal right behind him with 30 points. Trae Young at 3 with 29. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving's back, and he's in the top 5. James Harden, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. And to the end of the season, regular standings, the Atlanta Hawks with LeBron James has 61 wins in the 1 seed. Then we got the Brooklyn Nets, the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Raptors, the Chicago Bulls, and the play-in tournament teams are the Cavaliers, the New York Knicks, the Pacers, and the Washington Wizards, as they're the teams that did not make it in the Eastern Conference. As we get to the West, and the Grizzlies will take the 1 seed with LaMelo Ball. That's definitely a surprise. And the Pelicans are 2 with Joel Embiid. Then we got the Lakers, and we got the Trailblazers, the Phoenix Suns, the Utah Jazz, and the play-in tournament teams are the Timberwolves, the San Antonio Spurs, the Golden State Warriors, and the LA Clippers, as they're the teams that did not make it in the West. So Giannis and Luka Doncic did not take their team to the playoffs here in today's simulation. And now on the postseason for today's simulation, but as always, we have to simulate the play-in tournament first. In the West, we have Minnesota versus San Antonio, then Golden State versus the LA Clippers, and in the East, it's the Cavs versus the Knicks, and the Pacers versus the Wizards. So guys, which teams will earn themselves a playoff spot in today's simulation? Sit down, sit back, relax. We're going to simulate the play-in tournament here on 2K22, so let's go. We start off in the Western Conference play-in tournament in Minnesota, where the Spurs will take down the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road. So the San Antonio Spurs will take the 7th seed in the West, as Anthony Edwards, Jimmy Butler have to compete for the 8th seed. As we now enter the 9-10 game in Golden State, where the Golden State Warriors will take care of the LA Clippers, and they will eliminate them from the playoffs. 121-114 your final. It will be the Golden State Warriors versus the Timberwolves. As here we go for the 8th seed in Minnesota. The Warriors and the Timberwolves are in overtime with 40 seconds, as we're tied 122-122. after 22. It's Jeremy Grant to Andrew Wiggins. Now in the corner, Draymond Green. 35 seconds to go. Here's Klay Thompson. He's back. He's at the foul line. Here's Thompson. Fadeaway jumper. Front rim no good. And now Minnesota has a chance to take the lead in this winner-go-home situation. Do you go to Jimmy Butler or D'Angelo Russell? Let me know down below. But right now, D'Angelo Russell has the ball. I think he's going to take the shot. Russell the pull-up. And it's no good. Rebound Wiggins. And the Golden State Warriors call a timeout with 13 seconds and a chance to win this game to move on. No Stephen Curry, so who will they go to? It looks like it will be Klay Thompson. 10 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off and it's stolen. Anthony Edwards on the steal. No timeout. 4 seconds. Pull up. And one! What a turn of events in Minnesota! Anthony Edwards steals it from Klay Thompson, goes to the other end, gets the pull-up jumper and the foul, and they're chanting MVP, and they're this close. They're going to the playoffs as he connects on the free throw. Oh my goodness, what is going on in Minnesota? Here is Jordan Poole, 1 second from the logo. It's off. It's over. What a finish here in Minnesota as the Timberwolves will take the 8th seed in the West. A battle for the 7th seed in the East. Here is Ja Morant in the paint to Garland. He scores, and the Cavaliers take a 1-point lead. What a backcourt that is, Darius Garland and Ja Morant. But here comes Damian Lillard looking to win on the road and go to the 7th seed in the East. Lillard behind the back, pull-up jumper. And it's no good. Rebound Rookie of the Year, Evan Mobley. He gets up to Darius Garland. And can the Cavaliers convert? This crowd would go crazy. Morant. Oh, a jaw jam. 3-point lead. Ja Morant going crazy right now for the Cavaliers. And now the New York Knicks down by 3 with 25 seconds. Will they go for the quick two or take the 3? I mean, you have Damian Lillard. He's a 3-point shooter. Can he get them a shot? Damian Lillard has an open look. Bang! Ties the game right back, and we're tied in Cleveland. Timeouts off, shot clock out. That didn't make sense, but here is Ja Morant with 8 seconds and a chance to send the Cavs to the 7th seed. Here we go. Have a level with the screen. Ja Morant has a lane, rises up and throws it down. He's a man on a mission. Cleveland by 2. No timeouts. Lillard from full court. Off the mark, and the Cavaliers win, and they will take the 7th seed in the East. Ja Morant and Damian Lillard battling back and forth, but at the end of the day, Ja Morant gets the W, and Devin Booker, the league's leading scorer, will lose here in the 9-10 game as they are eliminated, so the Wizards are going home, and the Indiana Pacers will win by 12 points to keep their season alive. Down goes Devin Booker, and now we go to the 9-10 game in New York. Damian Lillard, another one, and in an elimination game, the New York Knicks will survive here at home to take down the Pacers 120-102. The Knicks will take the 8th seed, and the Indiana Pacers are eliminated in this one. And now the playoffs are officially upon us. We see the official bracket for today's simulation. Last chance to comment your favorite team or the team that you think is going to win down below. All these games are simulated live here on NBA2K22. The road to the finals begins here in the first round, so without further ado, sit down, relax, and let's get it started. We will start off the first round in Cleveland, where the play-in tournament Cavaliers make the playoffs, but they will get eliminated by the Brooklyn Nets in a sweep and a blowout, 148-126, and the Brooklyn Nets are moving on. As we are now entering Milwaukee, it's a close game, Bucks up by 2, and they also lead the series as Drew Holiday on the drive. It's a 4-point game, and the Raptors are in some serious trouble. Their season is on the line. They're down by 4, looking to force a Game 6 back in Toronto. We've seen teams do it before in the simulations. Can they be one of those teams? As it's the rookie Scotty Barnes, 28 seconds to go, need a quick basket. Barnes are on the screen, on the drive, Gobert sends it back. Rudy Gobert picked up on the wheel by the Bucks, comes up big on the defensive end, and that's going to do it for game number 5. The Milwaukee Bucks will close out the Toronto Raptors in 5 games to win the series. And now we see the number 2 seed in the West, the New Orleans Pelicans, with Joel Embiid take down the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games. 125-105 is your final in New Orleans. As we are going to Memphis, it is the Melo Ball and the number 1 seed Grizzlies. Yes, they are the number 1 seed in the simulation, and they are taking down the Minnesota Timberwolves with Jimmy Butler in 5 games. So a lot of 5-game series as we're entering a game number 6. It's a close one here in Utah. It's Donovan Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell slams is no good. Lakers have a 1-point lead, and they're looking to force a game 7 as they're down 3-2 in this series. Can they close out on the road? And if you're the Lakers right here, Kevin Durant has to touch the ball as it's Russell Westbrook in the post. He draws a double team to Durant on the cut, and he misses the layup at the rim. Here come the Jazz, down by 1. DeRozan, Mitchell in the corner. puts in the three. Jazz lead by 2, and all of a sudden they are 21 seconds away from winning the series, and the Lakers use their timeout, down by 2, season on the line, 18 seconds to go. It's Bradley, back to Westbrook, again draws a double. Westbrook to Durant, open for 3. Bang! Right back at him. Durant hits the 3. Lakers up by 1. No timeouts. 10 seconds. It's Donovan Mitchell guarded heavily by Avery Bradley. Here we go. 4. Conley for the win. No rebound, and that's gonna do it in game 6. The Lakers hold on, and this series will be going to 7 games. What a back and forth game 6, and this series isn't over yet, as the first of 3 game 7s in this first round will have the Chicago Bulls victorious over my Boston Celtics 117-112. Steph Curry, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, Lonzo Ball are getting the job done and move on. As we go to a game 7 here in Portland, the Suns are up by 2 against Trae Young and the Blazers. Trae Young draws 2, cutting his foul up, it goes in, and we're back to a tie game in Portland, 116 apiece, game 7, here we go. Fans are on their feet, 38 seconds remaining in this game. CP3 with the ball, going right back at Trae Young, and if I'm the Suns, I'm taking a shot right now before the 24 seconds as Beal for the lead. He misses the wide open 3, but offensive rebound JaVale McGee out to Mikal Bridges, around the screen, Bridges the drive, Bridges throws it down. Suns lead by 2 on the road, 21 seconds, and he is hype. Oh my goodness, the offensive rebound from JaVale McGee proved to be big time as 15 seconds in the paint. Pow, up, he scores right back at him. What a game we got going on right now. Here we go, a chance to win the series. CP3 with the ball, defended by Trae Young. Down to 5 seconds, 4, you can't let him get to the mid-range. CP3 for the win. No, offensive rebound, McGee scores, but did it count? We will have to take a closer look at this here in Portland. So they will review JaVale McGee's shot, but how about the offensive rebounds from McGee late here in game 7? As here we go, point 1, and no, we didn't get off, it wasn't even close.
After the review, the challenge is successful.
So it is no good. We're headed to overtime in game 7. Imagine if they count that. That would have been so funny. But anyways, this series isn't over yet as we get to overtime. A 1-point game. Trae Young down by 1 for the Blazers. It's Robert Covington in the corner. Back to Trae Young. Only 33 seconds remain. Here's the screen. Young gets around as a lane. The layup is good. Blazers on top. 28 seconds to go. Here is Chris Paul. He missed a game-winning shot at the end of regulation. Will they continue to go back to him? Will they go to Beal as he gets in the paint and he scores? And these point guards are battling right now in this game 7. Winner go home 140-139. Suns have the lead. No timeouts for the Blazers. Trae Young, can he do it again? Between the legs, gets in the paint, the floater. Oh, he can't be stopped. He's unconscious right now as here come the Suns. Season on the line. 8 seconds. Down by 1. Winner moves on. Chris Paul at the free throw line. CP3 to Crowder. Pump fake for the lead. Oh my goodness! How'd that not drop? Are you serious? It went all the way around the rim. It's no good. Blazers win the series. And guys, I accidentally simulated too fast, but the 1 seed Atlanta Hawks with LeBron James will take down the New York Knicks in 4 games, a clean sweep. LeBron James 32-7-9 to get the job done to move on. In the game 7 between the LA Lakers and Utah Jazz, will go to the Utah Jazz after the Lakers won on the road in game 6. We saw that game, but 138-131, your final in game 7. The Utah Jazz will move past and move on. As we now enter the conference semifinals of this simulation, what a crazy first round. You see the 8 teams remaining. Who's going to move on to the conference finals? We'll sit down, sit back, relax, get your snacks, and let's continue on with this 2K simulation. And how about this? Honestly, I feel like this is an upset. The Chicago Bulls with Steph Curry will take down Jokic, Harden, and Kyrie in the Brooklyn Nets in 5 games as the Chicago Bulls move on. And we are going to enter a game number 5 here in Memphis. Look at Trae Young, gives it up. Blazers up by 2, also up in the series. This could be the dagger. McCollum connects. It's a 4-point game with 8 seconds to go. Grizzlies season on the line. The number 1 seed in jeopardy. Here is Brooks. 3 is no good. Rebound, and the Blazers take down the #1 seed in the West, and they will win the series in 5 games. CJ McCollum, the Dagger. Portland's moving on, and now we go to a game number 6 in Utah. The Pelicans will take down the Jazz. So New Orleans win the series in 6 games, and they will play the Portland Blazers in the Western Conference Finals for their simulation. And now with game number 6 in Milwaukee, the Atlanta Hawks, the 1 seed, will take down the Bucks in 6 games with Rudy Gobert. In this game, this series is over. The Atlanta Hawks are moving to the Eastern Conference Finals. 4 teams remaining. Is your favorite team or the team that you predicted still in it? Well, this should be a fun round. You guys see these teams. Who's going to make it to the NBA Finals in this 2K simulation? Sit down, sit by our last. Let's keep this simulation going, and here we go. The Atlanta Hawks lead the Bulls here in Chicago 3-2, and they also have a 1-point lead. Stephen Curry looking to force a game 7 as he draws the double to LaVine in the corner for the lead. He missed it. Ball in the air. And rebound Capella. The Atlanta Hawks have it. LaVine was wide open. He couldn't connect, and that could be the biggest missed shot of his career because they're down by 1, and their series is on the line as the Atlanta Hawks are looking for the dagger as the Bulls won't foul, and they're going to need to stop right now. 1-point game. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. It's LeBron James. Here we go. The screen for Capella. LeBron James with authority. 3-point game. 6 seconds. No timeouts. Curry. He's going to take it. No, they go to LaVine again. And it's off the mark. Rebound. Atlanta's going to the NBA Finals. LeBron James, the Dagger, and they eliminate the Chicago Bulls as we are now going to the Western Conference Finals in 6 games. It will be the Pelicans blowing out the Blazers with Trae Young 134-113 in Game 6. So the Pelicans will win this series, and they will win the Western Conference Finals to advance to the NBA Finals. It all comes down to this NBA championship winner today's simulation on the line. The Atlanta Hawks with LeBron James against Joel Embiid and the New Orleans Pelicans. A best-of-7 series to determine the winner of today's video. Who is going to do it? And we go to a Game 6. The Atlanta Hawks can't win the series, and they can't close out the finals as the New Orleans Pelicans win Game 6, and they will force 7 back in Atlanta. It all comes down to this one game to determine the winner of today's simulation. And we get to Game 7. It's a 1-point game. Embiid for the lead. No, he missed the wide open jump shots. And here comes Atlanta on the break. They have a 1-point lead with 36 seconds. Can they get the dagger? Here we go. Fans on their feet. Game 7, NBA Finals. They gotta go to LeBron James as here's the long right. 1-on-1 with Devontae Graham to LeBron. He draws 2. LeBron takes it anyways. It's no good. Rebound. Timeout Pelicans. Down by 1, 21 seconds, and they have a chance to take the lead here in Game 7. Here we go. In the paint. Back to Embiid. Working on Capella. Spin. Layup. Missed it. Gets his offensive rebound and scores. He puts it in. 9 seconds remaining. He missed his shot. Got his own rebound, and he gave the Pelicans the lead. LeBron James with 3 seconds to Capella. He can't shoot it. Reddish for the win. Oh, Cam Reddish, the clutch jeans. Oh my goodness. Devontae Graham. He can't do it here. It's over. Cam Reddish wins the finals. Unbelievable. And the Atlanta Hawks win today's simulation. Oh my goodness, guys. I am completely shocked. And they are celebrating in Atlanta. Pelicans fans, I don't even know what to say, but thank you everybody for watching. You guys are honestly the GOATs. I appreciate the support for everything. I hope you enjoyed today's simulation. It's Halftime Productions. LeBron's your finals MVP. Thanks for watching, and we out.